dealing with reprobates is my kind of mannerism. And the two that I have today, one believes that you can choose to be gay when you really can't, and he knows that. And the other believes that it's his right to discriminate against people based on their sexuality while believing that LGBTs are pushing an agenda against him when we really are not. We just want equality, yet he doesn't understand what equality is, and he also doesn't understand that it is not his business making the decisions to discriminate, but it is him making the decisions for his business to discriminate. If it was his business making the decisions, it would be a democratically elected decision by all the employees of the business, not the ownership of the business. When I said that it has to be a democratically elected decision by the business, I meant that, or the employees of the business, I meant that they have to 100% fundamentally agree with the decision, or else it's a composition fallacy. If you have one person, even one person, who slightly disagrees with what is going on here, then you have to, by default, not agree with that position. Okay, let's take, for instance, the Chick-fil-A issue. Chick-fil-A, the owner of Chick-fil-A says it's a Christian business, but all it takes is one person who's not a Christian to work for that business, and that business is no longer a Christian business, regardless of what is being passed down into that business, because now what is going on is the person is committing a composition fallacy. The owner of the business, I meant to say. So, therefore, that can't be done. And what I'm trying to get at here is I want people to be logically correct and use logically correct terms. And that is something that this business owner does not do. But let's see what these really scumbags have to say in their videos.
I just want to say Jordan Peterson was not wrong. You can't choose to be black. You can choose to be LGBT.
Is black able to choose to be white? Well, according to this guy, no. But is white able to choose to be black? Well, according to this guy, yes. Well, people should know that Jordan Peterson is wrong. Gays cannot choose to be straight, and straight people cannot choose to be gay. People who use this argument are basically committing an argument from ignorance fallacy, and they know it. I also like the fact that he does not know how to pronounce the acronym LGBT. Kind of funny, isn't it? I mean, seriously, come on.
You can choose to be a lot of things. You could choose to be a racist. You could choose to be a pedophile.
I don't think you can choose to be a pedophile, but you can choose to be a racist. He is right on that. But I can see through his BS. Either he is ignorant or he knows that you cannot choose to be gay and he is in denial.
You could choose to be a really nice person. You could choose to be a tree hugger. Whatever the case may be. Now, if I work at a cake shop and you're coming in my cake shop asking me to endorse what you choose to be, not who you were born, not who you were born as, but who you choose to be, an identity that you assume, and I feel that it's not inherently a good thing for society, I should not be forced to make you a cake. If it endorses something that I sincerely, honestly don't think is good. No one should be forced to do that.
Look, I used to work at a business and the LGBT community did not push anything on the business at all. We just went in there, us LGBT people, for essential things that we needed. that was provided by the business, as every human does. And it is better when the business treats us gay people like humans, which is exactly what this guy seems to say that he doesn't believe in. See, this is what I call a hypocrite, because I'm betting that he would obviously support the idea that if a business owner discriminated against him based on his sexual orientation, he would go to the ACLU. I don't get these kind of people, period. I mean, it's all about them, it's not about anybody else. Come on, dude.
I should not be forced to make you a cake if it endorses something that I sincerely, honestly don't think is good.
Just because you're making business with somebody doesn't mean that you have to endorse whatever things that they believe in. You are doing a business because you are providing a service for people, whether you agree with what they believe in or not. And you're there to make money. Therefore, it's better to serve those people, period, especially if they're just there to buy stuff from you and they're not really pushing anything on you. On to the next video.
Knowing it before, like we've been in this area, we've been in this building for 15 years now, so it's a pretty well-known local bakery.
Notice in this video when this business owner says we. This is the big issue, because when the business owner says we, he is referring to every employee at the business, including the business itself, without the notion of a democratically elected decision by the business to agree with him, which is exactly what a composition fallacy is. See, there just isn't any evidence to rather somebody at the business agrees with him or disagrees with him. See, all it takes is for one person to disagree with him and works with him, I meant to say, and he cannot make that argument at all because of that. If that person disagrees with him, if that one single person disagrees with him, he can no longer make the statement that it is a Christian business, because stating that this is a Christian business when you are the owner and you are implying to that is stating, number one, something that isn't a democratically elected decision by all the business people, and number two is a, how should I say, positive position, positive claim. So if one person in that business not ends up being not Christian, then the business by definition is default. Therefore, every decision made for it, if it has an ownership, is made by somebody else other than the business, for the business. That's what I'm trying to say.
Happened.
So what happened about 3 years ago, we had a guy who was actually a regular customer, came in and asked us to do a cake, and we can do cakes with like a digital design on it, printed in edible ink, and he wanted us to do a cake that said support same-sex marriage, with a nice picture of Bert and Ernie out of the Sesame Street cartoon. Yeah.
Well, I won't ask you. I won't ask you about what you think the motivations were and something like that. But your case has been the case that is at the forefront in Ireland.
Yeah, and certainly in Ireland and the UK,
Okay.
it got quite a lot of attention as this kind of clash between Christian beliefs and the beliefs.
He makes this issue out to where LGBT rights contradict Christianity, but it is not true. Christianity contradicts LGBT rights, and everybody should know this. This drives me fucking crazy that Christians act like, no, oh, things contradict Christianity. No, Christianity contradicts reality.
Of the sort of LGBT
Yeah.
rights and that
That's
route.
So he asked you to bake a cake, support same-sex marriage
Yeah.
with Bert and Ernie, and what happened?
We basically thought about it and pretty quickly said, no, sorry, we can't do that. Our conscience wouldn't allow us to do it. Certainly, as Christians, we couldn't see any way that we could do it.
Yeah.
So we rang the guy up and said, no, we can't do this order. And from there, we got taken to court by the Equality Commission of Northern Ireland. They're a public body that basically police equality.
He says that he provides a service for people, but yet he doesn't provide service for people. So why should people shop at his business if he doesn't provide service for them? This is why harder and stricter regulations need to be put on businesses just to allow equal rights for people, because businesses cannot be trusted to guarantee those rights. Note, he later goes on and tries to push this Christian persecution card on people, when in reality, all he had to do was provide the service that he said he provided, and it would not have gone down this way. But no, it wasn't about his religion, which he says it was. It was about the fact that he didn't want to provide service to people that he provided, or he said he provides, to a certain people because of arbitrary reasons with no rationality behind them at all. Religion is not a reason not to provide service to people. You provide it anyways if you say you're providing, period. Well, you guys, I had to cut down the second video for time's sake. If you liked my video, let me know down in the comments section below, and you can also follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Patreon. All links are in the description. And smash that like button too. Thank you.